What's up, guys? Welcome to B Sports Picks. So yesterday I gave away a play in the NBA. It did not come through, so it did break our winning streak. We had given away two free days where they were winners, and yesterday which just did not come through. I'm going to show you the receipts for that, but then I also am going to give you one play in baseball, which is a two-leg parlay. Then I'm going to give you another play in basketball, which is also a two-leg parlay. So I'm going to show you guys two plays in this video. I'm also going to announce the winner from yesterday's comments. They're going to get 1 week for free in the VIP. And I'm going to do that again in this video, so stay tuned for that. I'm offering a 1 week free VIP. If you comment, I'll explain when I get there. So this is the play that I shared. It was the under for the Timberwolves and the Nuggets on the under 225. They ended up scoring 228. So we were close, but it did not come through for us. Now, these posters, I like to share them because they give you the best players that are hitting on a very hot streak right now. That does not mean they're going to hit today. Does not mean that this is the players that I'm going with, but these are strong players that you should be looking at to keep going on their hot streak. So, for example, I mentioned Devin Vassell the other day, and he came through because he's still winning. So these are the numbers for the points, rebounds, and assists, shots on goal. Make sure to subscribe so you can get these posters every time we post them, which is every day. Points, rebounds, and assists is one chart, and then the shots on goal. Again, these are not our final plays. These are just strong players that have been hitting their streaks consistently. Now, in yesterday's video, I made it very clear that we hit to 20 comments, and you had to be subscribed. You had to like the video. I was going to give you a chance to win 1 week free VIP. We ended up having 22 comments, so I really do appreciate everybody that did comment and that liked and are subscribed. I'm going to show the winner from that video yesterday, and then I'm going to offer it again today. So if we hit to 25 likes today, you have to be subscribed, you have to like, and you have to comment in order for a chance to win the 1 week free VIP. Let me show the winner from yesterday. And again, this is a random comment picker. So for Julio Barajas, 9668, please make sure to send me a text message. Say, hey, I'm the one that won the 1 week VIP. Also take a screenshot of you being logged into your account so that I know it's you. And then I'll give you the 1 week free VIP. And again, guys, if you guys do that, if you comment, like, and subscribe, you'll have a chance to win a 1 week free VIP, which is a $50 value. These are the plays that I have available today. I'm going to give you guys two of these. So one of them is this baseball play, and the other one is this one over here, which is NBA. The other ones that we do have already is some player props and some other stuff here. If you want access to all of these, check out the pinned comment. All right, so for the first play, I'm going to be very clear. This is going to be an under 1.5 no run first inning. What this means is that they can make one run in the first inning as long as they don't hit 2 runs in the first inning. So you have to look for the alternate line under 1.5 no run first inning, which is called also a NERFy. So I'm going to go with the first one here, which is Nick Martinez from the Rays. You can see his defense. He's the pitcher. He's hit this 5 games in a row, 90% hit rate in the last 10. Overall, you can see he's hitting around 70% hit rate, meaning that they're not getting a run in the first inning against Tampa, or actually against this pitcher directly. Now we look at the other side. You got BB over here. Same scenario. He's got 70 plus overall. And then now we look at the offense against these pitchers. So the offense for Tampa is actually ranked 12th to get a run in the first inning, that's why it's yellow. It's a risk. However, in the last 3 games, they have not gotten a run in the first inning, and the overall picture is 71%. So this is a bit of a risk because they do get runs in the first inning overall, but then they're going against this pitcher here, which again, it's 80% not to get a run in the first inning. Also, if we look at the offense on this side, is very weak. Overall, they're 23rd. That's why it's green. Last 3 games, it's green. They do not score. And then 63% in the season. So this is the first game that's going to go no run first inning under 1.5 for Tampa and Cleveland. Next game is going to be a 2-leg parlay. So again, the Tampa and Cleveland under 1.5 no run first inning. And same thing for this one is going to be the Mets and Washington. The other day we took Washington and the White Sox, and they didn't score a run in the entire game. It had to go into extra innings for them to score. So these guys are very solid. You can see they're literally the worst, one of the worst teams, 29th, not to get a run in the first inning. Same thing, the last 3 games, they have not gotten it. And then overall season, they're only hitting about 55%. Overall, this guy's decent to get no runs in the first inning. So is this guy over here, Clay Holmes. And you can see four games in a row he has not allowed this. Also, this is green because the Mets do not score. They're 22nd best not to get a run in the first inning. Last 3 games, the same thing, and then 64% overall in the season. But they're going against this decent pitcher over here, which makes it very solid. All right, so just to reiterate very quickly, it's going to be Washington and the Mets under 1.5 no-run first inning. And then the other one is going to be Tampa Bay Rays and Cleveland Guardians under 1.5 no runs first inning. So you're going to parlay both of those together. All right, so for the next one, I'm going to be using this thing called the Sharp Edge tool. This gives me a breakdown of all the games. And I'm going to go in here and look at the Spurs. They're supposed to be winning this by 12 points. There's really nothing to look at this very lopsided game. You can see the overall verdict. There's 3 of 5 data sets that are saying that the Spurs are going to win this. The line is pretty much stuck at 11.5. The bets and the money are both all on the Spurs side. Everything is pointing towards the Spurs. They cover the spread 70% of the time. You can see even their strength of schedule. They had one of the toughest schedules, yet they had one of the best actual wins in the season overall for any team. And then you go into the win probability, 87%. They're going to win this game. And then Lillard is a big factor for him not to play today. So this should be a very easy first leg, which is Spurs money line. Second leg of this parlay is going to be the Knicks. They're supposed to win by 6. You can see the spread is actually 6.5. It did start at 6.5, currently 6.5. 65% of the bets, 67% of the money's coming in on the Knicks, yet the line is kind of stuck. But what I've noticed in the playoffs, once they put that line, is very difficult to move that line. In many cases, unless there's an injury like the Timberwolves yesterday. But either way, I like the Knicks in this position. Overall, 70% hit rate covering spreads in the last 10. And then you could just see the overall game, a 72% chance they're going to win this. And then the injuries, they should not be a big factor here with Landell and Gilbert. But overall, you can just see the game. The Knicks are a much better team, and they should be winning this. There's a lot of other data that I looked at, but I'm taking a 2-leg parlay, which is the Knicks and the Spurs on the money line. So there it is, guys. I gave you guys 2 plays. One of them, a parlay in the NBA, and then another parlay in baseball. So go check that out. If you didn't understand that, leave a comment. I'll reply. Also, for the person, Julio Barajas, I think it is, make sure you send me a text message. I'll give you the 1 week for free. And if you guys want a chance to win this, you have to be subscribed, you have to like, and you have to leave a comment. If we hit 25 comments in this video, I'll give another 1 week for free for the VIP. Thank you so much, guys. Let's get to 5,000 subscribers. Take that extra second and subscribe if you haven't done so. Thank you so much. Let's have a great day.